Have I got a bad case of sticky keys going on? I'm not even certain it's physically possible to save this world at this point. Holy cow. That was a far more exciting start to this episode than I wanted. Ugh. Well, it is an awful morning in Minecraft, and welcome back to another episode of Lux Invictus, where I almost get murdered by sticky keys on my keyboard as I first load into my world. I'm not going to blame my glorious, glorious sun temple, because my sun temple is perfect and has no flaws. I've cooled off. Everything's fine. Relax the panic. Key is no longer sticky. And that was definitely not how I wanted to start this episode. Okay, calm down. Praise be unto the sun. Calm down. So, now that I've managed to calm down and the like, as you can see, I have my sun temple completed, give or take some gold blocks. And that means it is now time to move into challenge level 2, which introduces the additional new rule. Anytime I see a minion of darkness, I must slay it. So, no more running away from creepers or zombies or skeletons. Or rather, I'm allowed to retreat strategically, but I can't avoid fighting them if I know that they're there. So I can go for weaponry like bow at 50 paces that the poor creeper is not prepared to deal with, or lava bucket from 5 blocks straight up, but I'm not allowed to actively run away from a fight anymore. That's my new restriction at level 2. I then also have a couple nice simple objectives that I need to get done, and provided I don't manage to trip into any more lava or deadly scenarios, I should probably be able to blitz all the way up to challenge level 3 in this episode. Namely, the things I need to do this episode are clean up the area around my temple here, just clean up my temple complex. We can't have this awkward, unterrained cobblestone sitting here. Finish up those gates. Finish up the setup I've got over here for there will be a beehive, or bee farm set up over here, and get my little servants of light and life working to make candles for the temple. And I could make arguments that this pair of gates here counts for transit the sun, but I'm not going to be that foolish and petty. I will make a proper set of lava gates down with a nice longer pathway, probably setting it behind my house, including that little house as part of the complex for the temple. Because after all, we have this path of birch trees. And also, picking the border transition there gives me more room to properly set up a path without having to fight the mountains. It will mean that I'll have to put a bridge out over solid water, or inadequately solid water. But that's a skill I can do. However, let's just take a nice relaxing morning first to harvest the pumpkins. And I'm also going to plant this extra dripstone just to set up for possibly having a bit more pointy dripstone to kill a wither at some point, nebulous point in the future. And of course, part of the reason I will be able to blitz easily through through the level 2 objectives for this challenge is that I already have 3 beehives sitting here. So setting up a manual bee farm is going to be an absolute piece of cake. And that is a tiny, tiny, cute little bee house. Now let's just move encourage some grass on into that. And since I appear to not quite have enough dirt sitting around to properly grass up both the beehives, I will exchange some of the dirt on my cliff face for rooted dirt. I will just go like that. And make my little safe campfire setup. So that when I put a beehive there, bees get nice calming smoke and can't wander directly into the fire and hurt themselves. I love my little bees, but they're also foolish, foolish things. Thank you, cat. You hunting spiders is exactly what I need you to do. Hello, Random Wolf. Welcome to the Animal Council. Ooh, nice happy hive. Still full of honey. There is in here nowhere I can physically put flower pots, so I'm not even going to bother. Putting flower pots in there can wait. But I absolutely can and will put flower pots there. I know that is not overlighting. There is no such thing. I need an extra flowering azalea. Or, more ordinary flowers. Could really use some bamboo. But alas, I just have cute flower pots. And nothing to put in them. And this is going to be nowhere near enough candles, but I will make do. Every candle I add to my temple is another candle closer to having enough candles. Now this tells me what day it is somewhere. Day 180. Which means I need 180 candles to be caught up with the current day. Let alone candle reserves for the days increasing. And with that, I have run out of reserves of string. Unfortunately, using cat gifts to get all of my supply of string will never get me up to even enough string to break even. Which means I am going to have to go spider hunting. And given my restriction that I am required to kill all hostile mobs I see, spider hunting is going to turn into oops, all hostile mobs hunting. It's just a little bit suboptimal. So I guess my evil plan to blitz through all of level 2 of this challenge in one episode might not be coming to fruition quite as planned, given that I'm about to include another mining trip. Ugh. This is Minecraft, but I only like mining trips when I'm not in hardcore. In hardcore, I hate anything that smells way too much like Risk. Looks back up at my lava temple, looks back at the opening of this episode. Boy, I am a hypocrite. So, before heading underground to confront my awful cowardice with regards to monster fighting, I'm going to attempt to clean out this chest by trading most of these pumpkins and sugarcane over to villagers. Yep, and those are some very useful trades you are offering me, librarian. But it's my own fault for not having thought that through. But that is a worthwhile trade. Don't have the emeralds for it, but that's a good trade. Mind if I borrow your workstation for a moment? Because I'm pretty sure I can get better enchantments than that on my pants. Did not see any minions of darkness lurking in that cave, so I don't have to go in there and fight them. Oh yes, and unfortunately, Ender Bros in the overworld do count as minions of darkness. I don't have to fight the Ender Bros in their home dimension, but the particular ones sneaking in through dark means into the overworld, those are a problem and need to go. And I think I'm going to actually zip back to my base to pick up a book to trade for that protection, and maybe to re-enchant my pants. I think that was a net downgrade, but given that I can book protection onto it, with the extra book, that'll be an upgrade. I have the distinct... well, this is slightly cheating. I have the distinct feeling like I am about to get into a fight, and have an area that needs to be lit up. So let's just grab some extra wood to make more torches. Actually, what am I talking about? There's absolutely nothing cheating about making more torches. I'm a champion of light. What kind of champion of light is only carrying around 6 torches? Well, I was right. I see hostile mobs. Fortunately, remember what I said about not having to give things fair fights? Ooh, invisible spiders. And again, remember what I said about not needing to give things fair fights? Somehow, I did not see any mobs from that. Well, I didn't, strictly speaking, kill the creepers, but the creepers are dead, which is mission objective. Oh, right. He's teleported somewhere else. Oh, goddamn. Well, I applied damage to the Enderman and now he's gone. Does that count as killing him? No. No, it does not. Is the Enderman still alive? I think, given the fact that the Enderman is still not harassing me, I might have successfully killed an Enderman. Or not. Come on up here. We both know you're there. Where is the Enderman? Okay, there's nothing quite as terrifying as having looked at an Enderman and not had it teleport to you, and not be hearing angry Enderman noises. Well, I've got water buckets. And a lot of aquifer I can jump into in a hurry if I need to exit stage left pursued by Enderman. And somehow I continue to not see more mobs. And I don't hear the sound of angry Enderman noises. So, 2 extra string. No bones. No bones. Skeleton. And I love the sound effect there of bee buzzes happily. Glad they like their home. I have happy bees. Of course, now I need a lot more string to go with my honeycomb production, which is just a little bit interesting, what with my restriction to not go wandering into any dark spots where I'm not prepared to defeat absolutely everything. So we're heading back down into the underground, this time with the explicit intention of finding some dark trouble spots and letting there be light. So we could find ourselves in a situation that gets very interesting very quickly if I get a large cave and an enemy at a distance that I'm not prepared to deal with, but I do have a full 24 arrows, and even with my terrible accuracy, that's enough to shoot several skeletons at a distance and run away screaming. Now I did see both a zombie and a skeleton, but I'm also pretty sure that they know I'm here. I have no idea what I have just managed to do. Okay, I'm having a lovely hardcore Minecraft experience. And this is where I proceed to blatantly cheat and look up what key I just hit and how do I undo that. And there goes my hardcore world. Goodbye, Lux Invictus. I loved this world. I actually had a nice functioning sun temple. Things were going well. And even after my terrible start to an episode, things seem to be on a good track this time. But alas, nevermore. Goodbye, hardcore world. I loved you.